Hello guys! Welcome back to my vlog, and kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. Thank you sa lahat ng mga nag-subscribe lately at dun sa mga nag-comment. Maraming salamat po at meron na po nanonood sa atin from Edmonton, Pinoy of Oil. Parang ganun yung pangalan niya. Hello po dyan sa inyo. Sana nasa mabuti po kayong kalagayan at hindi masyadong nilalamig dyan po sa Edmonton, Alberta. Alam ko po marami pong snow dyan. So, mag-ingat-ingat po. Huwag masyadong mabilis mag-drive at mag-jacket. Okay, mag-jacket ng madami para hindi masyadong lamigin. Okay, so ngayon po, may bago na naman tayong episode in this channel and today we are going to talk about yung feeling na hindi mo na alam kung bakit ka nga ba nandito sa Canada. Alam mo yung feeling na ginagawa mo ng lahat ang dapat mong gawin, pero parang bang wala ka ng gana. Gigising ka, papasok ka, kikilos ka, pero sa loob-loob mo, pagod ka na. Naalala niyo yung viral na pagod na pagod. Di ba? Yung ganon. O parang gusto mo silang sabayan dun sa viral video na yon. Kung nararamdaman mo yan ngayon, this vlog is for you. Panoorin hanggang dulo. Today, ang pag-uusapan natin is yung bagay na simple pakinggan, pero sobrang hirap hanapin minsan. Yung why. Yung why natin. Bakit? Bakit ba tayo pumapasok sa trabaho? Bakit ba tayo nagtatrabaho ng 2 jobs dito sa Canada? Bakit in the first place pumunta tayo sa Canada? Ano nga ba yung why natin? Kasi, let me tell you this, ang motivation nawawala. Kasi motivation feeling yan eh. Nagsasubside yan. Kapag nawala na yung feelings mo, kapag nawala na yung peak ng emotion mo or when it comes to your motivation. Kasi for example, ang motivation natin, kaya naman talaga tayo pumunta sa Canada is in order for us to earn more money, in order for us to support more for our family. Pero how about pag nawala yung motivation natin? Parang nag-deplete yung emotion natin. Ano ang bumabangon para sa'yo? Di ba nga sa Nescafe commercial, Nescafe nga ba yun? Paki-comment nga sa baba, hindi ko sure. Pero para saan ka bumabangon sa araw-araw, di ba? Kung ayaw mo na, lagi mong i-ask yung sarili mo, yung why. Yan. Kasi, kapag naisip mo kung ano yung why sa buhay mo, yan ang magpapabangon sa'yo. Yan ang magpo-fuel up sa'yo again para pumasok or ganahan sa pagtatrabaho. And let's be honest, hindi lahat ng oras is motivated ka. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, emotion or motivation is an emotion. So, if your emotion depletes, kung bumaba yung emotion mo, or kung bumaba yung motivation mo, then mawawala na yung parang drive mo para ganahan ulit, para abutin yung mga pangarap mo. And then, may mga nakikita tayo sa online na mga success stories, glow up nila, yung mga before and after looks nila. Pero ang hindi natin nakikita dyan is yung mga araw na gusto nilang tumigil. Like me, like what I'm doing right now. I'm uploading videos every single day. You'd see me smiling in my vlog all of the time, but there are moments in my life and there are hours, minutes, seconds in my life that I won't do it. There are voices at the back of my head na itulog mo na lang yan. 'di ba? Itulog mo na lang yan, wag mo nang i-ano yan, wag mo nang ituloy yan, or next time na lang, or wag na lang. But then again, I always look at my why. Bakit ko nga ba ginagawa tong pagbo-vlog na 'to? And then when I find the reason, when I find again, what exactly is the purpose in order for me to create more vlogs for my channel, then that keeps me motivated, that keeps me going. And that again brings back to motivation is temporary. Temporary lang ang motivation. Pero kung malinaw ang why mo, kahit wala ka ng gana, kahit iniisip mo na wag na lang pumasok, or hindi ko na lang galingan sa trabaho, or uwi na lang kaya ako, kasi wala naman nangyayari dito sa akin sa Canada, uwi na lang kaya ako, 'di ba? Pero kapag nakita mo yung why mo, find your why, gagalaw at gagalaw ka pa rin. Magre-research at magre-research ka pa rin kung paano mo ipagpapatuloy ang iyong nasimulan dito sa Canada. Well, kung hindi mo kayang hanapin yung why mo, maybe these some of the examples or these are some of the strategies in order for you to find your why. So una, tanongin mo yung sarili mo, kung susuko ako ngayon, sino ang maapektuhan? 'Di ba? For example, there are refusal letters. And it could be an error on your part, it could be an error in the IRCC part. But since ikaw yung tapong napaka-pessimistic na hindi na, nirefuse na nila yung application ko eh. Hindi ko na susubukan pa ulit. Hindi ko na gagawin pa ulit kasi nga nireject na nila. But if you will go back and ask yourself, if you go back home to the Philippines, sino-sino ang mga taong maapektuhan? Unang-una, if you have children, then they won't be able to experience the life that you have here in Canada. Kasi napakaganda. There's free educational there's free education system here in Canada as well as healthcare. 'Di ba? Maganda yung system nila when it comes to education and healthcare. So kung hindi mo ipagpapatuloy or kung susuko ko agad sa pangarap mo dito, then there are lots of people who will be affected. Maraming maaapektuhan. Kagaya ko, kung susuko ako agad, kung the abuse that I had with my previous employer, if I gave up so easily, yung parang nagpatalo ako sa pang-aabuso ng employer ko na ganyan pala ang Canada. Lahat pala ng mga tao dito masama ugali or 'di ba? But then again, I find my why. The reason why I'm here is in order for me to help my family better. Para matulungan ko sila ng mas maganda. And when I found the reason, and that reason, yung reason na yun yung nag-lead sa akin para makahanap ng paraan para makaalis dun sa mga pang-abuso kong employer. And now, I'm starting with my new employer. Next, if you cannot find your why, probably ask yourself, ano ang mararamdaman mo 5 years from now? If you suddenly give up. Sa tingin mo, ano ang sasabihin mo dun sa sarili mo 5 years ago? Diba? Halimbawa, what do you think will that person tell you? Diba? Looking back, kung halimbawang nag-give up ka, diba? 5 years from now, ano ang gusto mong maramdaman mo? 5 years from now, I would like to, and it all goes back to motivation, diba? Again, motivation is a feeling. if you keep on going back to that same why did you come here to Canada? In 5 years, I would like to have my own house. In 5 years, I would like to have, I will be happy if I already have this much of money. Or 5 years from now, I will be happy if I have this type of car. Diba? Ano yung gusto mong maramdaman 5 years from now? And pangatlo, ano ang ayaw kong balikan sa buhay ko? So again, if you cannot find your why, ask yourself, what are the things that you don't like to have again in your life? Ako kasi, if you are going to ask me, if there's something that I don't like to go back to my life before, is siguro yung hindi nababayaran ng tama. Alam naman natin ang pagiging teacher sa Pilipinas is napaka-underpaid. Sobrang underpaid ng mga teachers sa Pilipinas. And that's one of the things that I do not like to go back to. If you feel underappreciated sa Pilipinas, kasi feeling ko napaka underappreciated na mga na mga teachers, kasi sa public school nga lang I never had a chance, or I never experienced teaching in a public school. However, I have so much friends na nagtrabaho doon. And sinasabi nga nila na sobra ang trabaho nila compared dun sa amount na sinasahod nila. So ito, di ba? I like work-life balance, and this is what I'm getting here in Canada. And that is my why. See, I don't probably the reason why I keep on pursuing and making sure that I'll stay here in Canada is hinahanap ko lagi yung why ko. Hindi lahat ng why is kailangan malaki. Hindi naman kailangan yung why mo kung bakit ka pumunta sa Canada. I would like to build my own house. I would like to have my own house and lot or a farm in the Philippines. Minsan kahit maliit na reason lang. Like, gusto ko ipagmalaki ako ng anak ko. Like someday, right? When they look back, if you were able to bring all your children here in Canada, di ba pagdating ng panahon, magpapasalamat na lang pala sila na buti pala nandito tayo sa Canada, di ba? Compared dun sa, I'm not saying na sobrang how do we call this? As of this recording or as of this video, alam naman natin kung ano ang nangyayari sa gobyerno natin sa Pilipinas. And that is something we don't like our children to inherit. 'Di ba? Ayaw nating ipamana yung pangit na pamamalakad ng gobyerno natin sa Pilipinas. As much as possible, we would like to bring them up to a much more stable government. And eventually, I'm sure pagdating ng panahon, pag nagkaisip na sila or pag nagkaroon na sila ng sarili na pamilya, magpapasalamat din sa'yo na salamat ma or pa at dinala niyo kami dito. And the next one is ayokong umasa habang buhay. 'Di ba? Kung ikaw yung tipong taong anong tawag diyan, yung pinoprovidean ka ng parents mo ever since, then when you move into a different country, then you can support yourself, 'di ba? You can support for yourself rather. Tapos kung the next is gusto ko namang piliin yung sarili ko this time. And these are just some of the whys, simple whys that would bring you na makakapagpabangon sa iyo araw-araw. And kung feeling mo na pag-iiwanan ka, just let me tell you this again, hindi ka late kung hindi ka mabagal. As long as you are moving at least, at hindi ka tumitigil, okay yan. Every small steps count, at kapag malinaw kung bakit mo to ginagawa. At kung napanood mo tong video na to, bago ka matulog, please comment. Please comment your answer in this question. Bakit ko ipagpapatuloy ang buhay kahit mahirap? I would like to hear your thoughts. And kapag napag-comment ka, or kahit like and share and subscribe to this channel, kapag nahanap mo yan, I'm really happy for you. Hold on to it, kasi yan ang babalik-balikan mo lagi kapag gusto mo nang sumuko. Okay? So I hope you learned something in this episode. Again, lumalakad dyan yung email address ko dyan sa baba. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays sa inyong lahat. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.